So next is tip 31, design with contracts. In orthogonality, we recommend writing Shai code. What is Shai code? Shai code is a independent code, like decoupled code, so that problems will be less. If you make change in one code, will not affect the other places. Here the emphasis on lazy code. Be strict in what you will accept before you begin and promise as little as possible in return. Here you should know LISCO substitution principles. That is, subclasses must be usable through the base class interface without the need for the user to know the difference. You have learned it. We need to specify a contract only once in the base class to have it applied to every future subclasses automatically. I think you got it. Without a contract, all the compiler can do is ensure that a subclass conforms to a particular method signature. The greatest benefit of using design by contract may be that it forces the issue of requirements and guarantees to the forefront. So whatever defined in the contract has to be obtained at the end. That the user must get whatever promised by the company. Tip 32, crash early. One of the benefits of detecting problem as soon as you can is that you can crash earlier. That is, it's nothing but test driven development. Test first, then develop. That sort of thing. In Java language, I have embraced this philosophy. That is, when something unexpected happens, it throws a runtime exception. You know that. You know Java. When your code discovers that something that was supposed to be impossible or no longer viable, so terminate it as soon as possible. A dead program does very less damage than a crippled one. So that program will not do any damage, but a crippled program will make problems. If it can happen, use assertions to ensure that it won't. Assertions is check for things that should never happen. It's an assertion. Whenever you are thinking, but of course that could never happen, and write code to check it. Here you can use assertions. The conditions passed to an assertion should not have a side effect. Don't use assertion in place of real error handling. Turning off assertions when you deliver a program is very risky. As a software engineering graduate, you know these things. Use exceptions for exceptional problems. An exception represents an immediate non-local transfer of control. Programs that use exceptions as part of normal processing suffer from readability and maintainability problems. So instead, as an alternative, we can use error handlers. An error handler is a routine that is called when error is detected. You can register a routine to handle a specific category of errors you are using while you are programming. These are the best practices in programming. Finish what you start. Whatever you start, you have to finish it very smoothly. It means that the routine or object that allocate a resource should be responsible for reallocating it. The basic pattern for resource allocation can be extended for routines that need more than one resource at a time. There are just two more suggestions. Reallocate resources in the opposite order to that in which you allocate them. When allocating the same set of resources in different places in your code, always allocate them in this same order. These are certain procedures you have to take care while you write the code. That's all. This is the end of chapter 1, 2, 3 and 4. Thank you. But my advice is, read the book very carefully. Read the book many times so that the concept will be clear to you. Thank you.